Good evening, parents and guardians. My name is Mrs. Forrest, Miss Sarah Forrest, and I am your child's world history teacher. I am from the Valley. I grew up in Phoenix. I went to a small private high school down the road a little bit, Northwest Christian, and then I graduated from GCU with my degree in education, emphasis in history. So I'm living my dream job. And this is me and my family. I also think I might have had siblings. My name used to be Miss Gonzalez, and then I became Mrs. Forrest. I got married a little over a year ago. So Gonzalez, Forrest, still me. Here is what your child will be learning in world history this year. I'm actually very excited because we got new state standards that we're starting to implement this year. And we used to teach a lot of ancient civilizations in high school, and now we get to start teaching around the 1500s. That way we can get all the way up until 2020, where in the past we've kind of stopped at World War II. Now moving everything up, we get to teach modern era, what happened after World War II, all the way up into where we are now. So here is our course description. It's a survey of world history from the 1500s to the modern age, and students will be instructed to demonstrate analytical skills and have the ability to interpret significant patterns, themes, ideas, beliefs, and turning points in history. Off to the right are some examples of some of the things that your child will learn about in this class. Here are some questions that they'll be able to answer. And you can ask them this as well, make them apply their knowledge and show you that they're learning things at home. We'll talk a little about Greek and Roman contributions, but again, we're shifting more towards making sure they're aware of things that are going on now and what's gone on in the last 100 years. And you can pause it and read those as well. I only have 5 classroom rules and I have 6-step consequences. There are other teachers at the high school that also use the 6 steps, and I am one of them. It's great. It streamlines the process. Your children are wonderful. I doubt that any of them will be on this, but just in case, you will get a parent phone call if they are on step 3. So if they break one rule, they're on step 1, another rule, they're on step 2, and the third rule, you will be notified. Here's how their grades are broken down. Assessments are 50% of their grade, so I highly encourage all of my students to put an extra emphasis on their tests and quizzes. And if they don't do well, I tell them they should do test corrections. If they don't get 100%, it is available for them to do. And it's really important because, again, that's 50% of their overall grade. Assignments like bell work and homework and the notes we do in class are 30%. Their final exam at the end of the semester is 20%. Here's a couple syllabus highlights. You all should have seen our class syllabus. It was on a blue piece of paper. And then I also had you sign a little contract saying that you have read it. But here are some important things on there. Late work is 50% off. I don't do a percentage for every day. If it's late, it's 50%. If something has happened, just communicate that with me. I'm pretty kind, so I'll give your child an extension. But if it is late, it is 50% off if there's not a legitimate something happened at the home reason why they couldn't do it. If a student is absent, they receive 2 days from when they get back to make up their missing work. And that is the same with the entire history department at Thunderbird High School. You get 2 days if you're absent to make up work, except a long-standing assignment like a project that they've known about for weeks and weeks. It's still due on the due date. Highly encourage students to do test corrections. I don't have seniors anymore, so that doesn't apply, but test corrections, if you miss one, you can correct it and you get half a point back. And then my office hours, if your child is struggling, they can see me 30 minutes before school, an hour after school, and Wednesday mornings during EOP. You or your child can also email me and I'll get back to you within 24 hours. Communicate with me. I'm here to help. So if there's anything you want me to know about your child, questions you have, just shoot me an email and I would be happy